So let's talk about bonds. Here's how I explain bonds to somebody. Let's say I was talking to Mark, and Mark's got a target date retirement fund, or he's got some bonds or whatever. And I said, "Well, Mark, tell me, what is your understanding of how bonds work?" And Mark will give me an answer like, "Well, I don't know. They're kind of like stocks, but they're more conservative. Or I know it kind of like pays in it. Hey, I know I had a bond when I was younger. I think I." And he'll give like this wishy-washy answer, which is fine. That's the way most people kind of think about it. So then this is the story that I would tell. I'd say, Mark, let me tell you a quick story, just kind of illustrate how bonds work. And then I think you'll get it completely, okay? Let's say, Mark, that you had $10,000 at the bank and you're getting paid 1% interest. And I'm your neighbor, I live across the street, and I need to borrow $10,000. And I go to the bank and the bank says 10% interest. And I think, gee, that's a little high. And I remember my good friend, Mark Drake. I knock on your door, I say, "Hey, Mark, how about if you lend me $10,000, I'll pay you 5% interest. You'll make more, I'll pay less. Everybody wins, we cut out the bank." And you know what you'd say to me, Mark? You'd say, "Howard, how do I know that you'll repay me?" And I'll say, "Don't worry, I will write you an IOU." That's what a bond is. Except instead of an individual borrowing the money, it's a company borrowing money. That's called a corporate bond. The government borrowing money, a government bond, treasury bond, savings bonds, or a municipality, a municipal bond. So when people say they bought a bond, in reality, what they did is they lent money. So a bond is considered an IOU, it's debt. That's all it is. And when you say that to people, guess what they say? They go, "Oh, wow, this is the first time I ever understood that." And they start to feel good about themselves.